Be me. Hanging out with friends this past Wednesday. We are a cuddly bunch. Be cuddling. All of a sudden friends start asking wanna fuck? 8th.jpg. Confused for a moment, but realize they're obviously joking. Be like itk. Give other vague responses, not sure if they're joking or not. Conversation moves on. Friend 1, call him Ethan. Friend 2, call her Haley. All of a sudden Ethan asks me how I feel about Haley. Haley is my ex, but we are still very good friends. Confused. He really just say that? With her right there. Flustered.mp4. Eventually give some awkward ass response then move on. Fast forward to this past weekend, Sunday morning. We are all hanging out together cuddling again. They both eventually start the wanna fuck thing again. Automatically know it's a joke. Give joking response. Ethan asks if I would hook up with a stranger. Probably not. He asks if I would with a friend. Me and Haley's faces are really close in this. Cuddle pile. It depends, how close am I with them? He asks if I would with a close hot female friend, and if it would go with my religion, I'm Catholic. I say probably not. He replies probably not and it's never brought up again. We eventually part ways. Something hits me later that night. What if they were serious? Holishit.gif. Haley had been feeling under my shirt more than often. And they were both telling me I was super hot. Pointing out my attractive features. Overall being more intimate. Holy shit, that's why he asked about me and her the other night. Haley is anxious AF. So am I. Ethan helped us get together back in the day because of this. It had been done before. Holy shit, what if Haley actually wants to fuck? We had both been joking about how we're both virgins. I'm open to this happening. But I already said probably not. Ficfuckfic.png. How TF do I let them know I was wrong? Way too anxious to bring it up directly because what if I'm wrong? Part 2 in. Replies. Be me around the end of 2019. Reach out and find old classmate of mine on Snapchat. Haven't talked to in around 5 years. She still remembers me. I feel quite the connection with her. We talk about a TV show we used to watch and other stuff. Then my spurginess starts. I ask her about some girls in her school. She switched schools the same year I did. She gives me one snap. Troll.mov. I start by just introducing myself and trying to start a conversation. I'm not hitting on her, and it was very obvious I wasn't. I ask her if she's from X school. She denies it, she's clearly lying. A day passes, I go on the snap map and I screen cap her location, which was that X school. Then she screeches and calls me a creep. Now I didn't know how to respond at the time, lack of communication skills. Sorry for this, but I forgot to mention that I was also spurging out with another girl, Ming her friends pretending to have a crush on her. So her friends, both of them have the same friends, start harassing me. I might have said that it was the classmate girl who I contacted's fault, I'm not sure. So she got in a fight with me and blocked me. I deleted all the social media apps I had installed. And I've never talked to her ever again. Every year I'd try to contact her and her older sister, but to no avail. Now please help me Anons. I really liked her and I wanted to marry her for a very long time. She's not like the other girls, I might even see her someday, and I don't know what to say or do. I have quit being a normal fag when she blocked me, but now it's starting to creep in on me. I'm losing my mind. Please tell me how I can get her to talk to me. I don't even want her to be my GF, I just really enjoy her talking to her. Am I in the wrong? Be me? Get home from work. Dad forgets keys and wallet, so I go take it to him at work. I tell him I'm going to leave it in his truck. He asks me, what's the rush? I tell him that I just got back from my 8-hour shift and I'm tired and that I want to go home. I leave the wallet and keys in his truck and go home. 20 minutes later I'm eating soup in the kitchen when my dad comes home. He starts going off and yelling at me saying, thanks for nothing. You could have helped me. He never asked me to help him. What specifically? Probably move a couple of trucks and hold open a gate at his workplace. My dad stops talking to me. 3 days have gone by. I avoid family dinner and stay in my room all day after work. This morning before I leave I see him and say, what's up? He looks at me and with hostility in his voice says, what? I leave and go to work. That's it. My father is bitter and angry at me because I didn't help him move a couple of work trucks. Even then, he never asked me for help. All he said was, what's the rush? I never lied to him, never harmed him, and never done anything to disobey him. Now he's not talking to me, and when I tried talking to him, he's just being mean. I'm 23 years old. I should have just stayed away when I moved home from college. Be me. Manage to make some friends at uni. On holidays. Tell them to watch a film. Pick Leon, the professional, didn't know what was the film about. We end up watching the extended version. Be uncomfortable while it was playing. One of my friends says that has to go. The film finishes. They start looking at me in a weird manner. Remember I inscripted to an online course on language and society. Tell them that. Show them pieces of paper I was actually reading for that course. Mention I had to see the film for tomorrow. They say, oh, everything makes sense now. I just don't want people to think I'm a weirdo. Be me. Guy. Lose job due to no vax and not smart enough for WFH job. Wife is sole breadwinner. I become the housewife. Exercise in morning. Clean house and do chores. Lounge around watching YouTube shows or attend to hobbies during downtime. Make her food for breakfast lunch. Have snacks or have sex with wife during her breaks. Do light food prep for dinner because she still wants to finish up and cook for me for dinner or we end up cooking together. Hang out after dinner. Sometimes more sex, sometimes no. Go to bed. YTF did women give up this life or complain about being a housewife? I'm loving it. Only downside is I get the vibe everyone is seeing me as some deadbeat, or I felt a little embarrassed during Christmas, even though my wife makes enough money, and she seems to love how things are because I get to be at home with her. Be me, weirdo. Everyone likes me, but I'm basically not all there. I'm pretty happy, non-confrontational, very in the moment. My eyes apparently are always glazed over, looking off in distance. Waitresses always ask if I'm okay. I've been accused of being high my entire life by academic officials. I can't understand people to save my life sometimes. On hearing tests I'm fine, will score 100%, but I can't understand what people are saying. A lot of the time I just reply in affirmatives since it's hopeless to understand them. I'm always compared to a robot by people familiar with me. They're not wrong, I kinda am. I used to be a blatant sociopath, doing crazy shit as a kid, but now I seem just like a permafreed robot. I have a good job, I'm functional, but some people really mess with me. Some people will go out of their way to fuck my career up. I'm very inoffensive, I'm never rude, I always try my best. It just sucks being this way. I didn't choose to be this way and I feel like I might never experience what normal people do. I've always seemed like I was on drugs, just super laid back and whatever about everything, and somehow the world sees that as a bad thing when I'm just vibing and don't give a shit about drama. Any advice here? I obviously have something wrong in my head and I'm not sure I can fix it. Okay my friend, listen, I had the same shit not too long ago. Right now you are just a toy for her, soon hopefully her dildo, fuck her and enjoy the time. As long as you can, don't ever mention things like relationship and don't catch feelings, go search other girls out there and fuck her, as long as you don't find something meaningful. My story is the same, but here is where it turns. She invests a lot in me buying food, she always has time. She is always super cute to me and does everything I want in bed. Tell myself maybe she is something relationship worthy, didn't think that in the beginning. Start to catch some feelings but not too much. Stop seeing other girls. One night she goes out with a coworker. I ask her where we heading cause we're getting close and who the dude is. Tells me she doesn't know and it was her ex, but they are only friends. Tell her to break it off or him out. She decides she doesn't want to lose him as friend. We break up, I feel used, but life goes on. Regret dumping some other girls off. Lesson learned, don't be me mate. Be me. Runner. Running. A guy suddenly stops me and asks for some coins. He suddenly says give me everything or I'll knife you. I only have $10, so I give them. He asks for my mobile phone, but I left it at home. He asks where I live and I lie to him. Then starts asking me for his brother and tells me to stop bothering him. I don't know who the fuck is his brother. He thinks my name is Richard, which it's not. I think he confused for someone else. He leaves me alone. So I was in a kind of a public place, and I don't really know if he really had a knife, but I spurged out and feel a retard now. I only lost $10, but feel like a dum-dum. Did I handle it correctly? Be me. Very successful career. Highly motivated. Have GF. She's chaotic. She says she wants to achieve stuff, but only does bare minimum and totally unsystematic. I know more of her studies and shit now than her. Help her. She gets better grade last exam. I am thrilled, I'm planning more stuff, dream of her career. Lately she says Anon, let's have sex tonight and watch Netflix, don't talk about studying etc. I look disappointed, we have fight. She has ghosted me since Sunday. Why can't I have a GF who just has as many ambitions as I do?